Right guys, as promised, I'm back to explain how to get the actual pin out of the bolt. The Howa 1500, already explained. Take the unit out, you twist it clockwise and out will come the pin and the spring. Pretty powerful spring. Obviously that's how the pin engages onto the trigger seat and boom, hits the percussion cap in the round. Now to get the pin out, we can buy an expensive jig, or we can spend hours and hours making a jig. There's not really a lot of point in that. I do a lot of these, so I'm a believer in getting the job done quick. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to damage the end of that in any way, shape or form, or bend the actual shaft. Okay, so first thing, soft jaws in a vise. Piece of wood. What I've done with the piece of wood, I've drilled a 3mm hole beyond the depth of the actual pin, so that the shoulder above the pin connects with the top of the piece of wood. Simple enough. I have got a little piece of brass that fits nicely inside once the pin holder has moved up, as I'll show you now. So I'm going to clamp it. Soft jaws, aluminium jaws. Make sure you use some form of decent jaws, otherwise you could end up damaging it. Okay, now I'm going to put the piece of wood with a hole in it onto the base of the pin, and you can see now that that will move up and down. I'm going to take the piece of brass, when I can fucking find it. And I'm going to push the pin up as far as it will go and just slot the brass neatly into there and let go of the pin. At this point we are under quite a lot of tension, so we should really be wearing safety goggles at this point. Got to put a bit of health and safety in there. Okay, you can now grab the whole thing, yeah, turn it round and reclamp it, leaving the pin cap exposed. Okay, now suitable size punch. Yeah, you've got to come at these. There's a little tiny pin that you'll see in there. So you want it in your vise, come at it now from the right hand side and just tap it. As soon as you see movement of the pin, stop tapping it and grab yourself a very small tapered punch. Okay, the reason being that I want to now use this as a slave pin. So I'm just going to tap. As I'm tapping, very, very lightly, I'm going to listen for a click. There's the click. Yeah. Now I always use a piece of white paper on the floor so I can locate the pin if it does fly out. If not, I'll just stick a magnet tray underneath it. Set that to one side. Now it's a simple case of getting your piece of wood and using a flat edge of your piece of wood very lightly just to push the pin just a millimetre. Take out your piece of brass, take out your tapered punch and slowly let go, at which point the spring, the pin and the holder will come off. Reversal I'll go into in the next vid. I hope you find this useful, guys. Have fun.